want to do that. Didn't want that. Last time I did it, I thought I was gonna set the nuclear launch out. I'd be a minute behind. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
All right, I'll call this meeting to order. Thank you all for being here. Approval of the minutes for May 7th. Any additions or changes? Motion? Second. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Okay, thank you. Thank you for our media for being here tonight, and our honorable mayor, thank you for being here tonight. Hal? All the written reports?
Yeah, I have nothing to do.
Okay. Howie's gonna do it all.
No. Yeah, let's jump into old business so we can get in and get out of here. First one is the development of the Parson Farm, an acreage to strip of the land of the soil stage. Street has been out this week. We've got the second part, so it'd be the east-west section ready for tailings. The 15th, 14th, 15th, Howie, I think something like that, they're coming. They're doing another road, and so they're gonna come and bring the tailings in for the base. These tailings are just base over is what this is. So the asphalt they take off the road before they asphalt, that's what they call tailings. We use it for, foundation underneath the roads. He's packed the north-south one in, so we gotta do the east-west one yet. So they were out kind of training today, because they have to grade on the north-south and doing some work. So that probably just, people are calling about that. We probably will not get it paid until the fall. Joe, at the street department, we've got a lot going on this year, paving and stuff, and I think we're on plate to do it towards the end of the year. So that section will not be open this year. It will not be open until next year sometime. I haven't bought the pins for it yet, nothing. I just want to we need to get the asphalt in, and we need to work the land and get it all filled up, like I was shaking his head. We've been doing a lot of filling right now and doing some stuff. So there's a lot of groundwork we need to do before we even think about opening it up. So to get everything where we want it. So next year, it looks like, is when that'll be open. Second one is, is up the cemetery wall, or we call it the heritage wall. You have papers with you right now. The front paper will show you who are honoring and the actors and actors that will be playing the role. The second one is the map of the wall. Okay, so basically we'll start at the chapel and then we go straight up central and pick up and then come back and go around the east-west. Now, people that we are portraying are not all buried in that area. So if you look at the second map, the blue dots, and will have where they're actually buried. So if people have to walk, want to go out and visit their sites, they can. Just because of time restraints and everything, it would take too much time to walk that whole venue to do that. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. It's deadlines. I have meetings next Wednesday in the evening with a group that's going to be helping us put this on. We have a lady that's going to be working the tent that's done this from the Historical Society, some of the other workers, and then next Saturday, the actors will be in the chapel doing their first rehearsal. So everything's moving forward really well. Just finalizing some stuff. I'm trying to get some information so I can get a brochure made and a couple other things. This year, just so my board understands, last year we solicited for money to help. This year we did not. Historical Society had a little bit of money left over. They were worried about how to keep it separate and stuff, and the city is a mess. I don't want to do. So basically, we'll check. I think financially we're fine from what I spent last year. My wife and I have been buying the water, which is no big deal for us to do to help out. Cindy might give us a little bit for the golf carts. I don't know. I haven't talked to her yet, but we'll figure it out. We'll put it in through help, but we're just not soliciting this year. We just kind of want to do it on our own with the Historical Society. As far as that goes, as far as getting funding, we will have two boxes out if somebody want to donate to aid the Historical Society, or I'm going to mess this up. The actors, is that what we call it, the Actors Guild? I don't think that's right. something, it's hooked in with wagon wheel, these actors that come to them, but they're, I would say, not the actors of wagon wheel, they're like, how do I say it, just people that love this and they have their own actors deal, like, I'm sorry, I don't have an exact wording, forgive me, I was gonna have it written down and I didn't. They're the ones that put on last year, and one of the ladies from there that portrayed one of the gals last year is leading it, so she's put the actors together and everything, and it's all really coming together, I think, wonderfully. So we'll have donation boxes to help them two out, because this, that lack of saying, I'll get the right name, but Actors Guild, they have to fund a lot of their programs and stuff, so if people wanna donate, they can. Last thing, I want to, because the press is here, we've had some trouble with, people don't understand what we're doing in the chapel. And I wrote the first one, and thank you for getting that out for me. Basically, it is, to me, we should honor everyone, every vet. That means a lot to me. My dad served. I have 3,000 to 4,000 vets in that cemetery. I can't. They're just physically impossible for me to do. But I want to honor them. So I have a lady that's they're gonna bring stuff in from the Historical Society, old uniforms, different stuff. I'm doing a veterans wall. My email's out there, they could send or bring something up where they could pin their loved one on that wall, a picture maybe of the loved one and a news article, they have it, different stuff. If they want to display some stuff, they can. I'll put some tables in there. So we want the public to be able to walk in and see some people in there and see some stuff from memorabilia from the wars, is what we're aiming at. So we can kind of honor everybody. So this wall I'm making will come out, we'll push it out on Veterans Day and have it, whatever's on there, so it can be celebrated with. It's just to honor them. So I'm trying to honor as many as I can. So we don't want anybody left out. So they can send me stuff through my email. If I need to print it off and put on the wall, that's fine. I've got a couple things already, not a lot, but we just had some confusion. And the big confusion is, I don't know, put in there that you needed to register. You just need to check in. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, but we're doing this year by tickets, color tickets, so we can kind of control our groups as far as how many's going through at a time, so that got a little bit out of hand on our first one, didn't it? It was Ken's fault. He was trying to get off.
My fault.
We got hit by a lot of people early, and didn't know, it was our very first one, so we're just trying to be a little more organized, so please, it's free, it doesn't cost anything, we'll get you through it. Hopefully it's a beautiful day when we do it. So I'm excited, the two ladies have wrote a lot of scripts, these actors have put a lot of time into doing this, and I think it's gonna be kind of cool when it's all done. If I can keep Ken out of it, but anyway, no, that's beside the point. Anything, questions on that? Cool, if you do, call me, whatever, especially the press, if you need some more information or whatever. So I want to get that in your hand and your out stuff so you can see what's going on. We will start at the chapel, I didn't put that on there, but that's where we start, right at the base there. 3, yes, we've not got, Station 15, we have the dirt there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we have the dirt there, we haven't been there yet, been a little busy with Memorial Day. Hopefully in a couple weeks we'll get there, we'll see how it works. We got, I don't think that's on there. We have Station 15 to do. When they built that, they kind of just seeded over what the dirt they had in there, and there's a lot of bare spots. So we're gonna go in and put some dirt, reseed, and clean it up a little bit so it's easier for them to mow and looks a little nicer. We got some bushes in the back, but we're trying to get a couple trees to take down. And then, I've been working with Jurgen, he wasn't in, I haven't picked up. I have like 10 flowering bushes we're gonna put here at the police department, back in that brick. So that back part looks a little nicer. And I think, help me, Howie, is that the only thing we got for other departments right now? Okay, those 2 things. Number 4 will be Howie. Tell us about the vegetable garden, Mike.
The original garden that we started with, it all got planted. We had some leftover plants, some leftover seeds, so we kind of extended our garden just to use it up. I think our new plot was like a 25 by 25. It wasn't very big. It was just to utilize the extra plants and seed we had. So that's all we got there. Everything seems to be coming up so far, except for the muskmelon and the watermelon hasn't peaked yet, but we're hoping for the best one.
Yeah, we had trouble last year. To make you aware, this is for Salvation Army, to help feed some people, but also this year, Montana is in our wellness thing that we do, we've opened up to the city. So the way I look at it, the way Montana I talk doesn't mean it has to be this way, but let's say somebody's having kind of a bad day or whatever, and they wanna come and have their lunch, and they like the garden, they can come weed, do stuff like that, plus, we got enough, probably quadrupled on tomato plants, yeah, I kinda went nuts this year, that we're able for them to take it home, and Montana will have some meals, and wellness and stuff that they can use, so we're trying to make it more of a city project than just hopefully cemetery, so we'll see how that goes. I told Howie he still has to do everything, so, but anyway, so we've got some tools back there, we've been watering, and hopefully, if they wanna come and get a picnic table there, if they wanna have lunch, and just, get away for a little bit. Stu, any questions in old business? Unfinished business, excuse me. Nope, let's move on. Number one is pours. The guys have done their second pour, great job. So you know there's 27 on this one. I'm gonna say, was it 34 or something in the first one? So we've kind of done over 60 foundations already, which is fine. But anyway, so that's where we're at in the pours. Number two is the pergola. This will be quite honest, my secretary has been bugging me for 3 years that I need to do something at cremation too. And we bought the wood, and my employees put this up. We have to stain it yet. The whole idea, as you look at it, in the center part, we're gonna put a podium there. So hopefully people will want to gather around and do their ashes there, so they're not stumbling over the small stones and whatnot is the whole idea. And plus, I think it looks nicer. So, anyway, any questions on the photo? How you want to talk about our summer employees?
Yeah, two of the part-time help of the summer has started. The following two will start this coming Monday, and then we'll have all of our summer help in play then on Monday.
Which we're anxious to, it's nice to have all the,
So
yeah,
nice.
with all this stuff. So you know, there's a little more than 4 of us. Scott Sylvius helps us every year mow. His grandson Lincoln, which graduated from IU this year, is working with us another year. Came back, so he's gotta he loves working there, and he's gonna try to figure out an internship in his career. So Lincoln came back. The other is the Gauze family. Jim Gauze worked for me for several years. His brother Dan is a school teacher, which has also been with me part-time for 18 years. And this is a school teacher that likes to weed whack, that's what he does. He comes and weed whacks for me. Anyway, great family. His son Landon started 2 years ago,
Yes.
and he just graduated from Grace. He was in Michigan, also graduated in school, then transferred to Grace to finish out. He's gonna be a teacher like his dad. So this will probably be his last year. But we're bringing in the rookie Gauze. Aaron Gauze is starting to work for me. He's the youngest Gauze that is high school, I believe. Or I don't think he's junior, I think, in high school. So this will be Aaron's first year. So the brother will teach him how to weed whack. We'll see how that goes. So we're happy to have him. It's great we have him return, which is just phenomenal. Basically, we hand them the stuff and they go do it. It's not much training for us, as we're fortunate to have them come back. So, and Howie's happy because we have extra help now. Admin assistant we put in there, we posted it last Friday. We currently have 125 apps. And he's going through, he's sent me, I think, just around 20 so far. I've looked at them. Howie's looking at them right now, and then we'll break down to a few, and then we'll start interviewing. The interviewing with Denny's helping out quite a bit. This position isn't all about their talent. It's also about how to deal with emotions. I have to worry about this, just so you guys know. That's my biggest worry. The skills are there that I see, but it's gonna be the one-on-one a little bit to see, because they have to work alone a lot. I'm not there. And then it's basically as simple as that person may be doing a 15-minute job. okay? But it may take 3 hours, because that loved one just lost, that person just lost their loved one. Yeah, and that's all part of the job, so it'll work out, we do it now, when Leanne gets behind and she calls me, I come in and answer phones or whatever, so she can get caught up, and it's just what we do. And I'm not gonna, I have to stress that, I wanna make sure they're able to do it, because some can get a little ugly, some not, just very emotional, and it's gonna yank on you a little bit, and we debrief if they need to, and we have ways that we, we'll talk, and some come in angry on stuff, some don't, and it's just, that's the biggest part. I mean, yeah, I need talent for the computer and all the data entry and all that stuff, but the emotion part of it is something I wanna convey. So anyway, we get down to, he said 2, but around 2, 4, whatever, we may have them come in a half a day and sit with Leanne. The push is on because I want to have them started by July 13th. So Leanne has about 3 weeks because her last day will be the end of July. So she's willing to train, so we're trying to work that out. So just wanted to let you know what we're dealing with, so we're working on that.
Are you still taking ads, or are you independent?
No, Denny said he was gonna stop it tomorrow until we get through, and then if we have to reopen it, we will reopen it. So I think he's getting tired of going through apps, but that's all right.
That's a lot.
That's all right. So anyway, 5 is the chain link fence and all that stuff. How are you gonna take over that one?
Yeah, we had a suggestion or an idea of taking the fence down around the lake road. We fell in love with that idea. Not only Hal and myself, but all the employees loved the idea as well. So we did get it all taken down. We got kind of busy around Memorial Day, so we just got it down, left it alone. Now we're finding time to go back and fill the holes, level the area that the fence set in, and been working on that. And been getting nothing but compliments about it not being there. So.
And I'll spring it on him tonight because he doesn't know. As a Hal is sanctified mind, he doesn't let me do anything, so I have a lot of time on my hands. They're doing a beautiful job filling it. We're trying to level everything, like he says. When you come around, if you're coming the back way, you come around, when you get over to our back gates, the ground's kind of level, whatever, it's beautiful looking at the lake. I'm looking to see if my budget allows me, and I'm gonna buy some benches and put up in there and kind of make them natural or whatever, so people are walking, you don't believe how many people walk that, but walk that, they'll have a couple areas to sit if they want to just look over the lake. I know, Larry and them have some over on the other side, but a lot of them don't go over that way. They kind of walk right up by us and stuff, so I thought maybe, where they can see the lake. I don't know yet. I'll just start looking today at them and see how bad they are and what we want to put in. Because we have extra landscaping stuff, and I think that'd be kind of cool to make them natural, put some metal benches in there where somebody just wants to sit and watch the lake for a little bit or just need to rest. We do that, so he's learning this for his first time, he's shaking his head. So, anyway.
I think it looks good. I know you talked about putting a split rail in. I wouldn't be worried about the split rail.
We know Max, I'm just gonna tell you how it is. When you sit here and go, why do you need a fence? Him and I about broke our necks looking at each other. We told the guys and they went, there isn't gonna be no split rail. No, I'd rather spend it on benches or something like that.
I agree.
We have people walking up it, and they can get off the road and get out of the way of traffic.
Sure.
No, we've got so many compliments, I wish I would've done it years ago.
Good.
So no, we're totally, we enjoy it. Now, these guys, while they're jumping on us, if you ever had to clean that with a fence up, it's absolutely terrible to do. Absolutely terrible to do. So this will be so much nicer. And I told Larry, which he wasn't real thrilled, I said, what's nice is we blow the leaves down, now we can just blow them on you, you take care of them. We're not gonna stop. He didn't like that idea. I said, it is what it is. You're gonna have to deal with it, so. Anyway, so thank you, Max, that was an awesome suggestion, we like that. Number 6, I had a gentleman transfer to wastewater, and we have hired a new employee, his name is Matthew Brumman.
Yes.
We call him Matt, good young man. You've worked with him more than me, talk to him about how that, you think about it.
He has a history of working in cemeteries. He worked for the Vault Company before he came to us, so he has a history of being in cemeteries, knows a lot about the cemeteries, and so that's nice coming into it, knowing how to treat people in the cemeteries as well as the work in the cemeteries.
good too. He's, I always told him about not putting him in the hoe, but of course they already have put him in the hoe, in the back dirt pile, and that's totally fine, that's how we train. Part of this purple you're seeing, he helped Whitey on some of that, he's willing to do anything, and he absolutely loves it, absolutely loves it. I think he's gonna be a very good fit for us. So he's getting trained up on everything, and just kudos, I mean, he knows how to work with the funerals, because he's done it before. At a different end, but he's been there, so, yeah, I think it's a really good fit. Last, I'm gonna turn that over to you, Mr. Kinlock, on Memorial Day, if you don't.
Yeah, I just, on behalf of all the thank yous that I got, which I didn't do a whole lot, but thank yous, I had so many people come up to me and talk about how nice the cemetery looked, how the ceremony went well, but a lot of it was because of the work you guys did and the staff did to have it ready. But I have many people coming up to me saying thank you, so those thanks need to go to you, actually, and you guys, and to our, and obviously to our veterans.
Yes, well, that's,
So, but it was great, and the cemetery just looked awesome, still looks awesome, so, yeah, a good job, so.
and we talked about Matt, I put up for volunteers, because I'm willing to pay 2 overtime, and myself, and Howie and I thought it was just gonna be him and I, and Matt goes, I wanna do it, so he came in to help, which was really cool, really cool. Attendance was down a little bit, but it still was nice.
Down, but, you know, it was such a nice day, though, that I think people just,
I think so.
yeah, they were hitting the lakes, for sure. Yeah, fine. I
From
think
the nice
that's part of what it was, too, yeah. So, no.
And kudos to I don't know who they are, but the kiddos, we have a lot of kiddos hanging out at that preacher stand. And we had one little mishap, I had a little talk, and that all disappeared. And, they're all back, I think it was policed within themselves, which I think is really cool. The gentleman I talked to, I should be easy kid, but anyway, the gentleman I talked to was in there one day, and we had some graffiti, and that was the first. I don't have any markings of anything. And I went in and said, hey, look, I don't know if you know who did it, I'm not asking you to tell me, but I said, my job is to allow you guys to hang out, and the police just stay away. As long as you're not doing anything wrong, you know you're on camera, you're good, you're hanging out, I'm ready to be here, you throw your trash away, well, good. He goes, yeah, it's kind of stupid, we got free Wi-Fi and electric. I said, yeah. I said, he goes, I'll have a talk. I said, okay, and I left. No problem, which is cool. A bunch of kids, all different ones, I have no problem with it. That was the first sign. We were able to get the graffiti out right before the war. We were able to get it off and power washed. And from then on, I mean, still, they've always kept it clean. And so I just want to let them know. So the preacher stand, we were gonna tear it down, and it is being used. So all that headache everybody had to go through. So kudos to them. I had 2 young girls show up today on a moped, and I said, hey, Kim, you may want to take that around. And she said, it's okay to take it on the grass? I said, yeah. She was parking in front of the office. I didn't want somebody to hit it or take it, so she thanked me. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that in. I don't have anything but apologize. I didn't have a flag on the cremation or Legion 2, but it's up now. We get the Holy Broke, but we got, the street came out, we got it up yesterday. I think we got everything. So you board members know, we're helping take flags off. We have taken all of them out of the ground. Larry kind of said the 16th, but we may take them off a little early, but the ones in the holders will start taking off just so they don't get flooded here pretty soon. So, and then I'll call Larry whether he wants to pick them up.
June 14th is Flag Day, so I think that's what Larry said.
Oh, okay, so we'll leave them in then. Okay, so we'll do it after.
But if you wanted to get in or out, I mean, that's.
No, they're not hurting a thing. The ones in the ground, dude, is what happens, they fall over, and if you're watching that edge, you run over them. So we took the ones out of the ground, and that was several, I mean, there's a bunch of them. That's the only reason we took them out. And I've had a couple people complain, and I explained why, and once they did, they understood. The ones flying in the holders, they don't bother us. They're out of the way. Because I think you guys know, we spent a summer, I'm gonna say, and drilled all the flag holders and foundations, so they're not in the ground. So makes our life a lot easier. We don't hit them, it just works out that way. Besides that, you can look at the stats. We're kind of normal, I guess, right now, if you want to call us normal. We fluctuate so much. we've been doing, we always talk about cremation, full body, we've been doing more full bodies here lately than cremations. May was a big month, if you look on there, we did 26. So it was a big, big month for us. That really slowed down a whole lot, hasn't it? No, we're still going probably 5 a week. I would say close. We're doing 8 to 9. So it's sad to say, but this is part of catching up with Ashley. We had a few Ashleys where they passed away a year ago. And like I say, everything going on, can't give you guys enough praise. They're all working, and that gentleman right there is doing really good. The problem is, he's got coming up, because he's gonna have to come sit in the office. So I've got Brady on alert, so that's the IT guy, just he's in close up. He's gonna start learning to pin, and, that person sitting over there doing the camera work and making us do our budget early, so I gotta. I figured 7 point some million. It's gonna be a one line item, not all these. There it is. And then we'll talk about it.
Again, why I look like this, you heard me, yeah.
So when they escort me out, that's why. But anyway, thank you guys too. Please, I don't have it in there, if you guys got any suggestions, anything you'd like us to do, or something you'd like to see different or try, please let us know, we're open. I mean, we're doing the best we can do, but other eyes is always appreciated. Max, I'm sorry, your pond is a little bit, it's not on hold. Actually, Whitney from upstairs, Jeremy's office, just sent me the appraisals we call. I have to get 2 appraisals of it. And I'll tell you right now, Tom's not looking to get rich. He wants us to have it, but he wants some money, but we gotta do it by the books, because we're government, so I've already got it replotted, I'll get the appraisers on it, and then after I'm done, I will sit with that man over there, and we will talk if we wanna do it. Brandon Cordell's interested and thought he might have some funding, because him and Nate want that pond really bad, because it's throwing green stuff into that Pike Lake, and they wanna redo it and whatever, and I told, he has said what it's gonna be under, and once again, that'll be up to the mayor, but I said, in my eyes, it just goes under the city website. That way, if Nate wants to come in, they don't have to ask permission, they talk to the boys uptown, and they figure it out and go, is where I'm looking at it. So they've got some ideas already, and I think that's the big thing, to help Pike Lake get cleaned up. And then we get that pond cleaned up, redredged, then we would do the sanctuary area. I think it's still a plus, I mean, it really is, we'll be able to do it, it'll be a while. All right, I am done, sir.
Okay, one other thing is, June 19th is Juneteenth, and there may be something that, is done at the Civil War Circle, but I'll let you know on that, I'll let the media know too. So, other than that, I can't think of anything else. Big thing is we want everyone who can, to please come to the Heritage Walk, we're looking forward to that. The last one was great, but this one's gonna be good, even greater.
Yeah, I'm trying to, I can't remember. Yeah, I think it's Gordon Perry, that was the gentleman who did, the Bosch, I believe. He's doing another one.